Peace, brothers and sisters. This is Dr. Siddiqui Chebaye once again, and I would like to thank you once again for allowing me to enter into your home to share with you what the Creator has blessed me with in honor of our ancestors. And I would like to, before I get into the subject matter today, I'd like to give acknowledgement to a couple people. And the first one is Queen Mother Harriet. Once again, thank you for the beautiful crowns that she handmade, which I have about 30, 40 of them or so. Uh, I really feel a certain spirit when I wear them. It takes me to another level. Unity is the key. And it's not so much the crown, but it's the energy that comes from the crowns. And I thank you. Continue to be blessed. Also, I like to acknowledge Brother Tony, a brother who's in Georgia. Uh, I like to encourage you, brother, to understand that sometimes the Creator allow things to happen in our lives so that we can pay attention to Him, to take an assessment of ourselves, so that we can understand that we need to make some adjustments. And there's nothing wrong with that. They call it grace and mercy. And sometimes we take that for granted. But grace and mercy is nothing but the benefit of the doubt. So the Creator is doing His part, and we must do ours. He wants us to acknowledge Him forever. Never put anything or anybody before the Creator that is right there within you. So tap into the presence and the power of God and make the necessary adjustments in order to bless yourself. I just want to give you encouragement on that, brother, because I have nothing but love with respect for you. So let us go ahead on and develop ourselves to the point where we become warriors. Because at this point in time, and what's going on in this world, we God is calling on the warriors. So we have to qualify ourselves to be in that number. You can't fool energy. So brother, let's be the warrior that you truly are. Everybody make mistakes, but it's not about the mistakes, it's what you learn from the mistakes. Learning can be painful, but you can't beat the blessings. So I like to say that to you, brother, from one warrior to the other, from one heart to the other. Be blessed, brother. Now let's get into the subject matter today. The subject matter today is on the messenger. The messenger. All of us are messengers. We are natural born messengers. We are natural born communicators, natural born transmitters. But something happened to us to snuff us out, but we must regain our balance. But first of all, let's understand what a messenger is and the qualities or characteristics of a messenger. Now, I'm going to say this again. We are natural born messengers. We have it all in us. We are complete, but yet incomplete. The incomplete is that we have to bring out that stuff that's in us. So we have to be willing to embrace a process that will allow us or cause us to bring that stuff out that's already within. So we don't have to go nowhere but within. We don't have to go to no building. We don't have to go, ask for permission or none of that. It's all personal. So a messenger is the one who gives the message. And he gives the message to those from himself or herself to the other person or to the public. Also, a messenger is the barrier or the carrier of a verbal or written communications from one person to the other. Now, we must understand that in order to qualify to be a messenger, a true messenger, an effective messenger, a real messenger, is the one who has the one who foresights. I mean, the one who foreshows, the one who foretells. That's some deep stuff there. Now, let me break that down a little bit for you. The one who foreshows, that's the one who shows you evidence of something that is happening and getting ready to happen. Remember, we used to say, read the writing on the walls? Some of us have those skills. We have that intuition. We have four sights. We have sight, insight, out of sight, and no, three sights: sight, insight, inner sight, and outer sight. Yes, the three sights. That means we are complete. Now, foretell is the one who tells you things, gives you information of something that is going to happen. That's just like, let me give you an example. That's just like the ancestors. When a female used to come in front of an ancestor, and the ancestor looks at them and say, "Hey, you're pregnant." And the female say, "No, I'm not." And the ancestor will let her know why she knows that you're pregnant. That's some deep stuff. Sight, insight, and out of sight. We got all kinds of sights. But that's the transmitters that we have within that we are relaying to each other. But we have to stop cursing the ancestors. And because God blessed them with the blueprint of life to give us some meaning, direction, and some purpose. But we always have a tendency to find fault in one another. Because if it wasn't for the spiritual ancestors, there would be no ancestors in the physical, which are us. We are the physical, we are the ancestors having a human experience. I've said that many times before, but it's real, it's true. We are the ancestors. So let us continue to connect and keep the connection with the spiritual ancestors, the ones who God blessed with the blueprint of life to give us some meaning, direction, and some purpose. So that we won't be falling all over the place, bumping our heads, blaming each other. I'm just telling you like it is, brother. I'm real. It's not about me anymore. It's about the team. It's about honoring and representing the team, which is the ones before us and the ones who are still here handling their business. And our business is to motivate, inspire, encourage one another. That's real. But we must understand also that most people want to kill the messenger instead of listening to the message. Why would we do that? No person who has sense will want to harm the one who's given a message, warnings, giving you evidence of certain things, giving you signs of certain things. Remember what we used to say? Hey, you can put it in writing, but some people never believe it. But we have to understand that all of us been had. Remember I used the illustration that, a dog with rabies bit me, and then he turn around and bite you. Then why are we blaming each other? We need to team up and get that damn dog. And it has to be intentional. All of us been bit by the dog. but most of us are not about healing. So we have to transform our minds into the healing state so that we can represent, so that we can be the warriors that our Father, God, the Most High, the Creator, uh, wants us to be, because He's calling on us now. He's calling on us. God can't use fools. God can't use stupid people. God can't use ignorant people. Can't use sick people. We have to have our balance. Only balanced people will win. And we are natural born winners. So we have to reestablish ourselves. Stop killing the messenger and listen to the message, because God can use anyone to give us a message, even your worst enemy. So we must understand that the system has got our minds spinning in so many different ways. In so many different ways, we got our minds spinning. We need to slow our pace down to know who we really are and whose we are and what our purpose is for being here. And that's to create a divine legacy that will last for generations. And we need to stop blaming the children for everything. They are a result of us. So we need to reestablish ourselves to be better examples. But you can't be afraid. That's why when people tell me, the system is based on statistics, the norms, and so forth. Well, I like to tell everybody this: you might as well call me abnormal, because I am not the norm. The norm is the ones that they say, oh, you got a pretty smile. You know what that means? You're no threat. You don't even know who you are. We got to stop smiling and get busy. Get down and dirty. Stop bumping your head against the wall and blaming the wall. Get your damn head out the way. For real. For real. See, the ancestors did not care if you liked them or not. They were not worldly. They were about the business. They were in this world, but not of it. They was about God's business, about the Father's business. Remember what it says in the scripture? The messenger is hated in his own town. Sometimes we have to go somewhere else to get respect. But guess what they'll do? Try to give you a guilt trip. Oh, you turn your back on us. No, you turn your back on yourself. That's what we always do. We turn our backs on ourselves, just like we bump our head against the wall and blaming the wall. You want to blame the messenger. The messenger is the one who cares. The messenger is the one who's taking a chance for someone to destroy them, really. But when you're not about yourself, when you're a team player, you're willing to take the risk. You're willing to fulfill your purpose. You're willing to create a legacy that's in line with the ones before us. And that's for real, brothers and sisters. And we have to know that because you never heard a certain thing before, don't mean it's not true. Yeah, that's all part of learning. Willing to go into areas you never been before. It can be a little scary a little bit. It can be a little painful, but that's all right. You can't beat the blessings. And what happens when you're learning, you're growing. You're changing. You are adjusting. You are moving. You are metamorphosing. Transformation. Why are we basically the only ones who fighting to stay the same. Ain't nobody gonna change me. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do. Well, what we're really saying is each other. Because you're gonna do what the enemy tell you what to do. And here's an example of it. When you go to school, don't you do what they tell you to do? When you go to these religious buildings with the pimp in the pulpit, you do what he tell you to do. But the fault of them is they don't bring about no unity. They want to keep you disconnected, individuals, so that they can control you, because that's the main purpose of it all, to control your behind. And as long as they can separate you, then they know that you're vulnerable. See, when the links in a chain are connected, it's one. But once one disconnect, it's no longer a chain. It's a straight line. We got to keep the connection. And if you're going to break the chain of slavery, break the chain of oppression, break the chain of ignorance, break the chain of stupidity, break the chain of self-hate. I'm just giving it to you the way it is. You know, I'm representing. It's not about me anymore, so it doesn't matter. What does matter is me fulfilling my purpose for being here. And you can't be in no popularity contest to do that. You got to be real and true to yourself. We must be willing to be open and flexible to go into areas we never been. But we too stiff. You can be like Humpty Dumpty that fell off the wall. You can't even put all those parts back together again. Some people are that way. We're so far gone. A lot of people say, oh, it's never too late. Well, really? Really? We know a lot of people that it's too late. And you can't make people have it. If you got to force it, it's not real. They have to be willing. And your willingness is based on how important it is to you. Most people don't feel that it's important to get their balance, to get themselves together, to measure up, to be a part of the team, to be the chosen one, which we are by nature, but we lost sight of ourselves because we took life for granted, and then the other energies came in and swooped us and took us over. Here we are eagles, and we're allowing chickens to teach us that we are less than a chicken. Yeah. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do. Well, okay. How did you get that diploma? How'd you get that certificate? How'd you get that degree? You did what you was told. Just plain and simple. And guess what all of that represents? Those papers. Now you can get a job. That sounds like pure slavery. That's why it says, God bless the child who got his own. First of all, who got his own mind. We have to man up. We got to woman up. We got to mind up. And stop blaming the children who are the effects of the cause. That's not fair to them. They're a product of something. And we got to get our footing back again, get our balance, because of the fact that the spinners of reality into fantasy and lies is what this system is all about. And they back it up by many different things like TV, the radio, the newspaper. You know, these dumbass schools that make you like a fool. We got more fools than ever before with all this education. But it's not true education. It's just basic stuff. We got to get deep once again. We got to be deep rooted. We got to be root people again. We got to be deep divers again. We got too many shallow people. That's why you're so overly emotional. You're no good for the team. You get everybody killed. So not only that, all these educated fools, again, we go to these religious buildings, and start listening to these pimps in the pulpit who have sold their souls to have nonprofit status so they can control your money, so they can keep it all in the circle with them and make you feel that you can never give enough. Well, Jesus gonna get you if you don't give your tithes. Jesus gonna get you playing all them kind of games. It's a shame that we keep going for the okie doke. We can transform our minds into Jesus. But they keep telling us all these stories, these history stories that we can never be. Why keep telling a person that if they can never reach that? That's crazy. When Jesus is not so much a person, Jesus is a mindset. Remember? Jesus said, if you believe as I believe. The messengers always want you to believe what they are transmitting to you, what they're giving you. And check it out for yourself. Study to show yourself approval. And lean not to your own misunderstanding, but rightly dividing the word of truth. And the truth is the light. Most people don't like light. We've been in the dark for so long. Turn those lights out. No, what you should do is adjust to the light. Now you begin to see things you never saw before. Most people don't want that kind of responsibility. All they want to do is bitch and complain. I'm just telling you like it is. I'm representing. I'm not in no popularity contest. Real people are not in a popularity contest. They just tell you like it is. And you do what you need to do with it. Because once I tell you, I got my blessings. So get yours. Pass it on. Pass it on. It's all good, brothers and sisters. It's all good. Now, we must be able to understand also that this system is about creating masters and slaves. Which one are you? You can't just say it. You got to prove it. We are the masters. We are the original people. God gave us everything. He even gave us the right and the ability to name everything he created. We are the caretakers of everything God created. But you got these Johnny-come-latelys on the scene telling us what's up, defining us, and we suckers for it. We got to wake up before it's too late. A lot of people say, oh, it's never too late. Oh, really? Really? We know a lot of people, as I said before, that it's too late. And some of those people we care for. But be careful if you're going to deal with them, how you deal with them. Because one thing about real people, we have deep hearts. And a lot of people play on that. We got to know when to hold and know when to fold. In order to do that, you have to guard your heart first and use your mind. Brothers and sisters, I just want you to know that I love you with respect. And this is why I'm doing what I'm doing and saying what I'm saying and giving what I'm giving. When you give, the universe gives to you 100-fold. But you have to believe that. A lot of things that's happening to us is what we are throwing out there in the universe, and it comes back. Be careful what you put out there, because it comes back multiplied. It's just like the spring effect. You push the spring down. The more you push it down, the more it bounces back. It hits harder. So understand the principles of life. Never allow another people to define you when we are the original people. We are the chosen ones. So understand your position in life and fulfill your purpose, and to create a legacy that will be here for generations to come. Follow the ones before you and you'll be all right, because God blessed them with the blueprint to give us some meaning, direction, and some purpose. You don't have to keep on feeling your way through or stumbling. The best thing to do is to go from A to B straight. And we can save all of that other stuff or eliminate all of that other stuff. We're going around in circles chasing our tail. And when we stop, we tired as hell and ain't gained nothing. We like the hamster, spinning the wheels and going nowhere. Now you ready to take it out on somebody else that looks like you. Remember what I said? We always say follow no man. But why are we following the devil? What we're really saying is don't follow each other. That's what we're really saying. Because we following all them other jokers who faking us out with this corona stuff and all of that. It's almost like everybody threw God out the window. Now it's all about corona and the shots now. Did you forget? They don't care nothing about us. Never have and never will. So we need to stop saying love everybody. Nobody loves everybody. God does not love everybody. We need to stop saying that. We do. And I'm just giving it to you raw, brothers and sisters. Let's continue to be the messengers that we are. Let's be the transmitters that we are. And keep on learning and keep on teaching and keep on sharing. And you don't have to have no damn degree from them. We are natural born teachers. We are natural born messengers. So handle your business, man up, woman up, and mind up, to be the example for our children, our future. Because they're in serious trouble right now. And we need to step it up. Not only tell them, but show them. Family, I love you, I bless you, and I want you to prosper. Always remember to stay strong and keep your faith where it belongs. Because life is for the survival of the most fit. The more fit you are, the better chance you have to be here with balance. Also, do your best and let God do the rest. You got to know when to hold and know when to fold. Well, how do you know when to hold and know when to fold? You have to have a sharp discerning spirit to know the difference. And stop using emotions. Use what you know. The wise man goes by what he knows, not what he feels. Not even what he sees, because that can be even deceiving. So let's get our balance and keep our head towards the universe where all strength comes from. And never give up and never give in, no matter how things seem. Because everything is in divine order. God don't make no mistakes, but we do. But when you learn from your mistakes, it's all good. So keep on growing and keep on learning. You can't go wrong. Don't pay so much attention to the struggle. Because as long as you're alive, the struggle goes on. How would you even know yourself if it wasn't for a struggle or a challenge? Anybody can talk a good game. Keep your lights on and keep them bright at all times, no matter what. Any means necessary, so that you can see what's before you even get there. Now I have to prove myself worthy of being a true, effective messenger. And that's what I'm doing. I'm willing to do anything to share with you what I've been blessed with. That's what a true giver is. But most people, regular people, when they give, they feel they're losing. But a true giver feels good about what they're giving. And there's no feeling that's greater than giving, especially when they appreciate it. you want to do more for them. I just want to thank you for your time, and prayerfully, what I have said to you today will move you. I hope you're feeling me so that we can move together. It's all about unity. It's all about the family. It's all about the relationship, because everything that exists is relative. Stop disconnecting and keep the connection. Brothers and sisters, family, nothing but love with respect. Happy new journey. I'll see you the next time with another topic that is relevant and necessary. Happy new journey, warriors, messengers. Peace and blessings. Dr. Siddiqui J. Baye.